Hey guys, let's pick up with number 20 here. This is the second video for the review for your final. So I'll see how far we can get from 20 and on up. When you're doing division, all right, and what I'm going to do is actually factor my first numerator just to get a head start on it, because I can see that's x plus 3 over x plus 3 times x plus 7. On bottom, I have x plus 3 times x minus 3. Change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip that x plus 7, x minus 7 look like so. So let's do some canceling, shall we? You know, I can color coordinate these. Those two go together. All right, looks like x plus 7's go together. And it looks like our final answer here is basically x minus 7 over x minus 3. Okay, jumping down to simplifying 21. All right, I'm going to multiply, so 2x minus 3 cannot change. This is x plus 3 squared, that's already factored. Up top, this is x plus 3, x plus 1. On bottom, this is 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. Again, let's match up. Okay, so 2x minus 3 with 2x minus 3, ciao. We'll see you later. This x plus 3 cancels out my square, leaving me with 1x plus 3 on the bottom. And that looks like all I'm going to be able to cancel out there. So my final answer here is x plus 1 over x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. Okay, moving down to 22. Common denominator is x plus 2x minus 2. So my first fraction, I'm going to have to put an x minus 2 in here. And in my second fraction, I'm going to have to put an x plus 2 in there. Okay, so both my denominators now are x plus 2, x minus 2. This was x minus 2, so I multiplied an x plus 2 top and bottom. So what I'm looking at is 7x minus 14, 6x plus 12, all over x minus 2, x plus 2. So on top, looks like we're going to get a 13x. Looks like I have negative 14 plus 12, so that's negative 2. And so I have x minus 2, x plus 2. And that's it. All right, jumping down to 23. Let's factor this guy down. 3x minus 5 is not factorable. This is x plus 5, x minus 5. Oh, so my first fraction's good to go. He already has his x minus 5 to match up with his buddy here. But I do need an x plus 5 in this guy. So I'm going to have to put x plus 5 top and bottom. So let's take care of business up top. I have 3x minus 5 minus 4x minus 20. So I distribute that negative in with the 4 right here. This is going to be x plus 5, x minus 5. All right, so let's simplify up top. I got negative x, and I have minus 25 all over x plus 5, x minus 5. Doesn't look like anything's going to change there, so that's where I would stop. All right, let's jump down to 24. Shift this screen up a little bit, make my life a little bit easier. I'm going to rewrite this as 9 over x minus 5 divided by 6 over x plus 7x over x. See, I'm getting a common denominator there already. Now, rewrite my 9 over my x minus 5. I'm going to change my division to multiplication. My x, which is what's on bottom, is now on top, and I have 6 plus 7x on bottom. So, what we're looking at here will be 9 times x, and this is going to be on bottom x minus 5 times 6 plus 7x. Nothing's going to cancel out there, so if you want to multiply together, you can. You do not have to. Okay? So that's where you could stop with number 24. Now, let's keep moving here down to 25. And what do we got here? Oh, cross multiply. So x squared times x plus 2 equals 9 times x plus 2. Oh, well, rather than distribute these in, I'm actually going to divide both sides by x plus 2's. I'm getting creative here on you. So that leaves me with x squared equals 9. So x equals positive and negative 3. Now you do want to check your answer here. okay, because you do have a negative and you do have x in the denominator. It doesn't look like you'll ever get 0 on bottom, so this is good. You cannot divide by 0. Expressed as a single logarithm, 26. So this is basically log base b of 7 times 35, which would then be log base b. Let's see, 7 times 5 is 35. Carry the 3. 21 plus 3 is 24. So 245. The log base b. Remember, addition is multiplication. Subtraction is division. So when I go expand 27, like I was just saying, this is log base a of 7 plus log base a of x plus 3 log base a of y. Notice I put my exponent out in front of my log, wow. And then I'm going to subtract, it looks like 4 log base a or z. Okay? And then 28 down here at the bottom. I'm going to write 1/9 as 3 to the, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep my life a little more simple. I'm not going to write it as 3 to the negative second. I'm going to write this as 9 to the negative 1. I'm going to rewrite 81 as 9 squared raised to the 8x minus 5. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Now my bases are the same. Don't need them. Okay, so basically what I'm going to say is negative 1 equals 16x minus 10. So if I add 10 over, I get 9. So 16x equals 9. So x is going to be equal to 9 over 16. Okay? And that was fun. All right, let's keep moving down here to 29. Ooh, don't get more complicated than what it is. Notice 5 1/3 is the same in each. So let's do 8 plus 6. That's 14 5s to the 1/3. That's it. All right, number 30. Solve the equation. So I'm going to divide 75 over. So this is log base 9 of x equals 62 over 75. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, okay, this is 9 to the 62 over 75 equals x. We're writing in exponential form. So I'm going to need a calculator at this point. So give me a second to pull that guy. Okay, so here's my calculator. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in 9 to the 62 divided by 75. So we're looking for an x value of 6.149509468. Right? Where do we go next? 31. So this looks like it's 6 to the 1/2 times 6 to the 1/5. Remember, you add exponents. So this is a half plus 1/5. I'm going to get a common denominator of a 10. So this is 5 over 10 plus 2 over 10. So I'm looking at 6 to the 7 tenths. Okay? Now, if they want to know what that is as a decimal, obviously, you would have to type this in your calculator and go, okay, well, I want to know what 6 to the 7 tenths is. That's 3.50, blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right, so we do not have to worry about probability. That will not be on the final. Okay? How many different outfits are there? Basically, if you did want to know this would be 7. No, geez. 8. 7 times 4 times 8. So 28 times 8. Whatever that is. What is the solution for this guy down here? This is 7 to the 3rd equals 4x plus 5. So 7 to the 3rd is a rather large number. So this is the one that you would probably want to have on Friday. Okay, but let's go ahead. 7 to the 3rd equals 343. So this is 343 equals 4x plus 5. So that means 4x equals 338. When I subtract 5 over, then I'm going to divide by 4. So 4 goes into 33 8 times, 4 goes into 18 4 times, 4 goes into 25. So it's looking like 84.5. Just to verify it on the calculator, let's subtract 5 and divide by 4. Yep, so we're good. All right, so let's shift this guy up again. We're at 34. natural log. So we can drop them both out. This is 8x minus 7 equals x minus 14. So this is 7x equals, add 7, negative 7, x is equal to negative 1. What is the solution for 4 to the 4x equals 7? Okay, we can do that. 64 is 4 to the third. Keep your x plus 1 there. So I'm going to get rid of my 4's again. So this is 4x equals 3x plus 3. X equals 3. All right, keep rolling. What do we got? F of g of x. So when I rewrite f of x, okay, or when I rewrite g of x, I'm going to put in x plus 5 for every x. So I have x plus 5 squared plus 3 times x plus 5 minus 1. So this is x squared plus 10x plus 25 plus 3x plus 15 minus 1. And to wrap this boy up, let's combine like terms. Got 13 x's. We have 30 minus 40, 39. Okay. So that would be f of g of x. So basically what I did in this one is I pulled out every x you see here and I substitute in that whole thing for x. Okay? What is the simplified form of this guy? It may be easier for you to think of this as x to the 5th, y to the 35th, all raised to the 1/5. So basically what's 5 times 1/5? X to the 1. What's y to the 35th times 1/5? 35 times 1/5 is y to the 7th. Okay. What is the value of negative 64 to the 1/3? So basically this is the cube root of 64. Not square root, saying it's cube root. And the cube root of 64 is 4. 4 times 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So that takes us up to 38. Making good time here today. At least I think I am. 39. Let's factor this. This is soap. So same sign, minus, then always positive on the end. Cube root of this is x. Cube root of 27 is 3. X times x squared is x cubed. 3 times 9 is 27. And this will be 3x. Number 40. What is the simplified expression of this guy? Well, the negative, I'm going to take care of all the negatives actually inside. So 7 stays where it is. This is 7y to the 6th, 5x to the 3rd, raised to negative 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip everything because I have negative with the 2. This is like, hot chairs. So now I'm going to square. So I have 5 squared, which is 25. X is 6. Power to a power we multiply. 7 squared is 49. 6 times 2 is 12. There's your final. What is the horizontal asymptote of this bad boy? My HA is y equals 4. Okay, what is my vertical asymptote for this guy? Set the bottom equal to 0. So my vertical asymptote is 5 over 2. Okay, so remember, set denominator equal to 0. Sketch this graph. Remember, just get the x value of your vertex. It is negative b over 2a. So if I do negative b over 2a, I'm going to get negative 8 over 2 times 4. So it looks like my x is going to be negative 8 over 8, which is negative 1. So my vertex will have an x-coordinate of negative 1. If I put negative 1 in here, I get 4 minus 8 plus 4, so negative 1, 0. So if I were to sketch this, this would have a vertex at negative 1, 0, and open up. Because it's multiple choice, that would be enough to answer that. Down here, if I sketch this graph, this would be negative 6 over 2 times negative 1 for my vertex, which would be negative 6 over negative 2, so positive 3. So my vertex has an x-coordinate of 3. If I put 3 back in here, I get negative 9. I get 18 minus 5. So 9 minus 5 is 4. So my vertex is there, and this opens down. All right, guys. Good luck on your final. And about down to my last 18, 17 seconds. So that's pretty much everything. Remember, these are multiple choice. So once you get those vertex, you'll be able to solve them. Guys, have a great summer. Thank you for everything, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Ciao.